Hey y'all, I'm Chantal.
I'm Greg. Hold on, I got a burp.
What is so funny? Hi everyone, I'm Chantal.
What up, y'all? I'm Greg.
And we are Teacher Mom and Dad. Let's get into it now.
Oh yeah.
What are we talking about today?
Today we talking about our vacation, y'all. And take that face back. One of the first places that we went to together was South Africa. Even though it wasn't intended to be a vacation, definitely turned out that way.
The first time?
Yeah, most definitely. What? Sean said it wasn't?
Not to me. The second time was more of a vacation to me. Because it was more planned. You know what I mean? Like we planned to go to the beach. We planned to stay together.
I think that
we planned to hold hands.
That first one, we definitely planned to stay together. We didn't know we were going to, but it was planned. I mean, it was kind of divine, you know what I'm saying? So the first one, we definitely went to Eastern Food Bazaar. And that's where we discovered that we both love Indian food.
That's not where I discovered that I love Indian food.
As a unit, we discovered that like, hey, you like this and I like it too. Like we found that common ground. It was pretty dope.
Yo, if y'all go to South Africa, Cape Town in particular, you have to go to Eastern Food Bazaar. This place has food galore. Middle Eastern food mostly. But it is so good, yo.
It is really good. I actually took a picture of one of my foods that I got there, and somebody said it looked like prison food. But that's okay. It was still good.
That's because you got that bunny chow.
Yo, it was fire though. I ain't gonna lie.
Check it out. It was a hard dough bread. They used their hands to dig out the middle of the hard dough bread, throw the middle away, and then put some stew of beans in the middle of it.
Why you talking about it like it's nasty? Like you didn't have it too?
It was good though. I never bought it for myself. I just tasted it. It was good.
It was great. It was amazing.
And
they have a lot of vegetarian options if you're vegetarian. Because I'm not vegetarian, but you know it's still good.
Well, my next favorite part about going to South Africa is visiting Sea Point Beach. We go to this beach every year because the first time we went to South Africa together, we ended up on this beach on Christmas Day. And it was so nice. Like the waves were splashing on the rocks. We just laid on top of one of the rocks. The sun was setting. So we decided to make it a tradition.
Yeah, and it wasn't very crowded either. It was nice. It was chill. Perfect day. That's why, that first trip that we took that wasn't intentional was still a vacation. Because, you know what I'm saying? We ended up on the beach on Christmas Day together. And we had this really, really beautiful photo.
It's of me. Okay, moving on. Next place. Where we get our clothes made. So, this is another tradition. Every year we go to South Africa, we have our clothes and outfit made by our friend Mama D. Now, Mama D has a stall in a market on Long Street itself. She could make jackets, pants, shirts,
hats.
She made me this scarf. Isn't it cute?
Is that just a headband or a scarf?
What's the difference? Anyway, she made me this. It's a cute little thing. I have like 2 of them. She made me pants, 2 skirts.
Yo, she make these fans. You know them church fans? But we was too broke last time, so we couldn't get it.
Alright. Next. This one place that we went to, the first time that we went, is called Kalk Bay. So we went there for a hike, and that's where I found the porcupine stick that I used to part my hair. It's this little mountain that we went up to. I shouldn't say little, because boy, I was exhausted. But it was the first time that we went hiking together, and he held my hand as I jumped across a few rocks.
Jumped across some gaps. It is very beautiful. The scene from up top, the scene behind, like you get to see kind of like a city divided. And it's a beautiful sight to see.
It's a beautiful sight. I'm on love to watch. You see the young girl then on the mountain top. Mountain top. Mm-mm. You know that song?
Mm-mm.
The Jamaican song.
I'm
It's
not
called Bite
Jamaican.
Buck.
No, I'm not Jamaican.
Anyways, moving on.
But I appreciate your heritage.
This next thing, we went to hike Table Mountain together. Table Mountain is one of the most famous mountains in Cape Town. So what happened on Table Mountain, Greg?
We hiked Table Mountain, and it was dope. It was fun.
Wait, this was the second time, right?
The second time we hiked?
Yeah, when Scott was there?
Yeah.
Yeah, his best friend Scott came along.
It was really dope. About halfway through, I lie. About a quarter way through, Chantal needed a break. She fell asleep. So I woke her up. I said, "Hey, you want me to carry you?" She's like, "No, we good. So I was like, "All right." She got back up, go up. It felt like halfway. I don't know. People tell you like you halfway there, 20 minutes away, and everybody lied because 20 minutes was like an hour and a half or something like that.
It's a very hard hike. It's treacherous. It took like 3 hours.
She went to sleep like 3 times.
No, it took like 2 hours.
At least she went to sleep like at least every hour.
Yeah, that's how you make it. You take a nap.
Or 30 minutes.
You walk. Like you take a nap. You walk. You take a nap. And then you make it to the top. But on the way down, we did not hike down. I've never hiked down. We take a cable car down. It's much easier on the legs.
Yeah, most definitely. Plus, it's another sight to see. You know, it's pretty cool.
All in all, we love South Africa. That's our second home. We go there all the time, and we will be going there in the future. So if any of y'all want to come along, just let us know. Costa Rica.
The next place that we visited was Costa Rica.
All right, what happened in Costa Rica?
I don't know. We took a lot of beautiful photos. It was pretty expensive, but
because we were broke.
Yeah, but it was very beautiful. I think that one of the most amazing things was just being able to walk around and get fruit off of the tree and just eat it.
That's true. And we stayed in this beautiful community called Santa Ana. We were able to just walk down the hill to the bus stop, get on a bus, and go to San Jose, which is the main city.
Yeah, it was pretty dope. It was really dope.
Can we please talk about the food? Right now.
We can go ahead and talk about the food.
Right now. Son.
The cassava stuff? Yo.
Son.
That was amazing.
So they have these plates of food that they call cassava. It has rice, beans, because I'm vegetarian, I get beans. He gets meat. It has a little coleslaw with cabbage and carrots.
It sounds very simple, but it packs so much flavor. Like
potato salad.
It's
plantains.
I don't even know. I don't know.
Maybe, all on one plate.
You know, maybe it's just their seasoning, or maybe it's whoever cooked it. I don't know. Whatever they did, they love their food.
My favorite thing to drink was the soursop juice. What do they call it?
Guanabana.
Guanabana.
Yo, that guanabana.
Now, my mom makes good soursop juice.
Yeah, she do though.
They make it really good in Costa Rica too. I will go back just for that. You didn't go now?
I think that's all I really want to go for is the food.
Yeah.
Really
the weather is...
Yeah, the weather was beautiful. It's a beautiful place. It's really tranquil. You could relax. There was one part of the beach though. It like had this little pathway, and it was really random. Because I don't know where it leads to. And I was walking back there, and then all of a sudden, there's a sign that says, "Caution, alligators." I'm like, but this, it's a beach, like it's water. That's kind of dangerous. So I just kind of like ran back because I didn't know if there was an alligator near me, but I didn't want to take no chances. You know what I'm saying? So,
okay. He bought his first coconut jelly on that beach.
You're right. That was the first time I had some coconut out of a coconut.
It was terrible.
Wasn't it? It was good to me.
It's disgusting. All right, next.
I guess I was a coconut virgin. So, all right. Shout out to my boy Ed. He was our host of our Airbnb while we were in Costa Rica.
He took us to this hill where there were a lot of windmills. I guess that powers the city. And when we got up to the top, it was just lush green grass and horses just gallivanting around. It was so beautiful.
It was really, really, really beautiful. We took a couple photos up there. We jumped around. I was doing handstands and cartwheels and all types of stuff.
It was just us up there.
He took us to this nice little Helios spot where they had these wind turbines.
Nice little what?
Helios? Helium? Yeah.
It's hilly. Come on.
QRSTUVWX. Now I know my ABC.
Do you?
I think I skipped the letter or two. Let's go. The next place that we stayed was in Panama. And in Panama, we had a very, very welcoming and great host in Daniel and Andrea and their parents.
Yeah, they even cooked dinner for us one day. It was amazing. Oh, and across the street from their house, about a block over from their house, there was a mango tree with well juicy ripe mangoes.
It tastes like candy. That was legit the first time I ever got a mango from a tree. And I did it myself. I had to take a stick, throw it up there. Took about like 12 tries. But I finally got a few of them. And man, they were delicious.
It's my American Yankee boy seeing mangoes for the first time. What about that restaurant we went to?
You want to finish eating?
No. What about that restaurant we went to with the empanadas, the big old empanadas?
Yeah,
you remember the name of that place?
No, I don't remember the name
Me
of it.
neither.
I mean, I tagged it on my Instagram, the Food Junkie. Yo, they were good. The empanadas were literally made... Why are you just stuffing your face?
I'm hungry.
So, should I wait until you finish?
No, go ahead. What about the empanadas?
The empanadas were made with what tasted like the bread of a corn dog. And you know how it's like soft and has that honey sweetness.
Crispity, crunchy.
Yo, it was so, so delicious.
Mine just had cheese and red sauce. It was so good.
Yeah, I had like steak.
Did we get plantains in it?
No, I don't remember if we had plantains in it.
Oh.
But another place we went to, thanks to Daniel, our host, was San Blas.
Now, these are a group of islands off the coast of Panama in the Caribbean Sea. And basically, it was paradise. The water was clean, see-through. Like, we were staying in the water, we could still see our feet. We saw starfish. That was like our honeymoon, for real, for real.
Yeah, for real. We even played basketball and volleyball there. Yeah, it was legit paradise. It's also like governed by the indigenous people that live there. So it's secluded, to say. So like the government of Panama has no hands in it. So there's not a lot of trash. It's very clean and well kept because it's only allowed by the people that live there.
And in order to get there, we had to take a very small boat. And when we got to the island, it was only about 20 people in total on the entire island. Mm-hmm. You could stand from one end of the island and see the other end. It was very small. But where we ate, there was a little shack on the island, and that was the kitchen. And they literally cooked rice and fish and fed it to everybody on the island. It was so delicious. I didn't eat any fish because I don't eat fish. But I just had rice and vegetables, which is still good.
Yeah, it was really good. It was really good. I enjoyed it. Our next trip, we went to Thailand.
When we were in the taxi going from Bangkok to China, I had to pee. So the guy pulled over at some public toilets. We went in. I opened the door, and I see a hole on the floor. I'm like, how am I supposed to pee in that? So pretty much I had to learn how to straddle and let it go.
But China was interesting.
Why did we go to China?
To see your friend Gina.
Oh, yeah. Hi, Gina.
Yeah, we went to go see her friend Gina up there.
Gina was teaching abroad for the summer, and she invited us to come over. So that's how we ended up in China at first. We stayed with her for about 2-3 days. Then we went back to Bangkok airport to fly out of there and go to
Phuket. And in Phuket, we stayed like right near the beach, which was really amazing. We also had some trouble in Phuket trying to find our Airbnb.
Oh my God.
when we got there, it was just pouring rain, just pouring. And I had to go run into this hotel to get Wi-Fi, just to find out how to get to our Airbnb.
Yeah. Our taxi man, he's from there. And he couldn't figure out where this Airbnb was. So we eventually found our Airbnb, and we went to sleep, woke up the next morning to the smell of food.
We walked right down the hill, and it was just people cooking food in the morning, and the food was delicious.
The food was disgusting.
For me, the food was really, really great.
It was nasty. I do not like Thai food. So for this entire trip, I ate just white rice and ketchup.
Oh, but we also had watermelon smoothies everywhere we went. Yo,
Yeah,
it was so refreshing. And it was really good. And we stayed right near, well, I won't say right near, but like 15-minute walk to the beach. I don't remember what beach it was, but it was a really nice beach. It was chill. Another place that wasn't like overly populated with tourists either.
Yeah. We didn't go to the typical James Bond beach, even though you wanted to go.
Yes, I did want to go. I did. What did we do after that? Oh, so after Phuket, we went back to Bangkok. And on our second trip to Bangkok,
I can't help it.
on our second trip to Bangkok, we definitely like did a lot more walking around, touring the place. I went to play basketball with a bunch of people one night. I randomly just found a basketball court on Google. It was pretty far from where we were staying, but we walked the whole way.
We walked like 2 miles.
Yeah. Well, there was one court on the way, but nobody was there, and we had to pay to play. And I was like, I'm not paying like $30 to come shoot the basketball with nobody. So we walked further, and there was a park, and it was a lot of people there, and it was fun.
Okay.
What else did we do in Bangkok? Oh, we went to, what's the name of that mall?
All those big malls.
The World Mall?
Oh my gosh, they have such big malls.
We went to the World Mall, and it was like one of the biggest malls. Well, it is one of the biggest malls in the world, but it was definitely the biggest mall I've ever been to. Like, you walk in there and you just look up, and it's just like, we had a lot of good fruit right there too.
Dragon fruit. Remember?
Yeah, we had a dragon fruit smoothie. It was really good.
I think I bought some pants.
When we were in that mall, we went and got a massage. Of course, we're in Thailand. We had to get a Thai massage. Yo, it was so great. Like, they made us dress up in the little robes and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Of course, they came and like, recruited us like, hey, Thai massage? And we were like, hey, of course. What?
That was so cute though. They put the little curtains around us.
Yeah.
Making it all romantic. They dimmed the lights.
Lit the candles. Turn off the lights.
Had the scent.
And light a candle.
And Greg got beat with that bush. Didn't they beat you with the bush after your massage?
No.
Yes, the little leaves. At your back. He got beat with bush. Me, I had some lady put her knee in my back.
Yo, it felt good though.
Okay. Where did we go next? After we left Bangkok, we went to Singapore. We only spent about 24 hours in Singapore. But it was a really cool 24 hours. We got to see that place with the lights and stuff where everybody goes.
Nah, she was really mad at me because she wanted to just chill.
I did. I just wanted to relax. I was tired.
We went to the mall to get some food to cook. And so we headed back to the hotel. We cooked, we ate, and she was like, I just want to chill. And I was like, nah, like we only here for, like 10 more hours or whatever. So I was like, let's just go. And so she eventually got in the Uber. She was like mad. And we went to Camps by the Bay. And
Gardens by the Bay.
Gardens by the Bay. Gardens by the Bay. And it was very, very beautiful seeing like all what they had, like just how their ecosystem was ran. It was very, very nice. Singapore as a whole was extremely clean. The air was immaculate. You could taste it. Like it was so nice.
Yeah, I like Singapore. It just didn't feel homey though.
It didn't.
Where did we go next?
You're not gonna tell them how you farted in the Uber. And the dude, he didn't say nothing. He just rolled. He was like,
I don't know what we ate, y'all, but that day my farts was just knocking people out.
oh my goodness.
We in the back of an Uber. Fart. Me and Greg's mother were like, and the driver goes, he kept driving like nothing happened. All the windows went down.
Yo, she gonna leave a review and say, I'm sorry that I farted in your car. Like it was me. Because I wrote, I'm sorry my wife farted in this thing.
Alright, where do we go next? Jamaica, my hometown.
Yes, her hometown.
Okay, so on our way to Jamaica, we're at the JetBlue terminal. We get on the plane, but the plane's still sitting at the gate. Then we hear an announcement on the plane. They were like, we have a medical emergency in the back. Do we have any doctors or nurses? Please make your way to the back. So this lady goes back there, and this guy goes back there. So we're like, oh, thank God. But everybody was mad because we're like, this plane about to delay. So all the Jamaicans in unison go, including me. So we started laughing. But all of a sudden, the guy who got up and went to the back, he started going back to the seat. So I'm like, yo, you a doctor? He's not going to help him? Then they make another announcement. We wanted medical doctors, please. Licensed medical doctors. So the whole plane starts laughing at this guy. Like, what kind of doctor are you? Why did you go back there?
What do you think you were going to do? So it turns out that the guy that was in the back was having a seizure. And apparently when he came out of his seizure, he started throwing punches. And boy, it was one flight attendant who looked like he took a couple of them because they started carrying him through the aisle, carried him to the front. And I saw him, he was breathing all hard like dude to knock them out. So next thing we know, the police comes through.
It's like 30 of them, yo.
Deep. Pushing people. Get in your seat. Get in your seat.
Like 30 police.
Get out. Sit down. Sit down. And then like 5 of them came in. Then another like 15 came in. And like 20. Like it was just it was a mess. So then, of course, all you hear is. And then they sprayed pepper spray in the back of the plane. And the pepper spray literally swept through almost half the plane. Even I got a whiff of it. So we ended up eventually getting off the plane and waiting for like another 2 or 3 hours
or more. We were in JFK forever.
Yeah, we were.
We didn't get to Jamaica till the next day, but JetBlue gave us a $300 travel credit.
Yes, they did.
Which we used to go to California later on that year.
When we finally got to Jamaica, one of the very first things we noticed was that our sinuses were very clear.
Yeah.
Like I didn't cough no more. I didn't. None of that. Just clear.
So you want to live in Jamaica?
That'd be nice.
When we got to Jamaica, Greg finally got to meet my family. First, he met my dad. My dad was like, before we got there, my dad was like, if you don't look better than me, don't bring him. So I almost didn't bring him. But anyway, he met my dad and he went, that was in Kingston. Then we went to Portmore to meet the rest of my family. My aunties and my cousins and my uncle. Then after that, we went to the infamous Blue Hole. Now, what did we do at the Blue Hole, Greg?
At the Blue Hole, I went swimming. And you just kind of stayed over there and watched.
Because I was 5 months pregnant.
Because, as you guys know, she never let me teach her how to swim. So, she never got in the water.
I didn't. It's not because I didn't know how to swim. It was too rocky. And I was pregnant. I couldn't take any chances.
Yep.
It was for our baby.
Mm-hmm. We also went on a really long journey hunt for her childhood favorite fruit, which was measeberry. And we finally found some, and it was really, really good.
And we got star apple.
Yeah, we got star apple. Wasn't there something else we got?
Greg's favorite, his
jerk pork. Yo, it was fire. I never had jerk pork until I went to Jamaica.
Which is a very good place to have it for the first time.
Mm-hmm. And it was so good that I had to buy some extra and carry it back.
This man was on the plane with jerk pork. The whole plane stunk.
Are you saying that jerk stink?
Yeah, jerk pork smelled bad.
It was good. It was really good.
I was sick of it.
It was so good. I literally almost had it every other day. And yeah, that concludes our vacations.
Where should we go next? Tell us where we should go next.
Australia, Alaska.
Ooh, Alaska.
Iceland.